Right, I've got to do a bit of humour. I know we've got lots to do, but I'm doing a bit of humour because they all want a bit of humour, and I ain't done a video yet, so a bit of humour coming on. Wiggy, wiggy, wiggy. Oh, how you doing out there in Harold Road land? It's the loft. It's me, JBS Jubsy, JBS Jubba Lubba, and a new member of the crew has arrived in the loft here. Hello, Milky Junior. How are you today, mate? Are you good? Yeah, this is Milky Junior. Say hello, Milky, to the many thousands of people out there in Harold Road land. Yes, you're very excited, aren't you? Yes, do you know why Milky Junior is very excited? Because we've got lots and lots to get through today. So I'll just, if you go and sit down somewhere, and we'll come back to you later on. That's just gone down the loft hatch. Milky Junior. Right, okay, so that's out the bag. So Milky Junior's just gone through the loft hatch and probably gone downstairs. So Mrs. B's now going to find a glove puppet bottom of the stairs. Right, okay, moving on. How you doing out there in Harold Road Lane? I'm sorry, but my glove puppet has just gone down the stairs. And she don't know I bought it. Right, okay. Let's get back to it. Okay, humour over. Right, welcome back to the loft with me, JB. I've said this how many times now? It's a busy afternoon. A very, very busy afternoon. I'm probably going to have to do 2 or 3 videos here because I've got so much to get through. We got new toys, and also we are going to be reviewing the new tooling Bachmann Class 37, brand new tooling. Now I know Red Shed Nick, I think I said it right, thought I was going to buy 37401. No, that's the Colonel Limited Edition, and that's way out of my era. So I'm going with Colas. This came up on Rails of Sheffield for £159. So I thought to myself, I need to look at this. No, I have not taken it out of the box. It's been with me since Tuesday, and all I can tell you is looking through the box, it looks totally brand new. I can see detailing, so we're going to go through that together and review this brand new model. I'm quite excited about this. For your references, it is a 35310. It's a Class 37.0, 37175 Colas Railfreight. So sorry, Red Shed Nick. I did not buy 37401. We've also got new toys. That's new. We've got a Hatton's Class 66 turned up this week. You can probably see it on the desk already. That is the Biffa 66783. Now, it has been at the box because the headlights weren't working, and I had to do a little bit of soldering. So yeah, I was going to review it, but we've done a Hatton's Class 66 review before, so that's nothing new, is it? But we'll have a quick look at that. I've also, if you can see, it's just behind the Cronenberg there, because I'm sponsored by Cronenberg now. I wish. I had another Hatton's 66 789, the British Rail one, which you can probably see me spinning, but that broke. A fault of my own, actually. It kind of, I'm not saying it fell off the workbench, but we had a little bit of an accident with it on the weathering turntable. I caught it, and I did a lot of damage to it because it dropped kind of onto the workbench, and bits and pieces broke, and so I've had to totally redo it using spare parts from friends. A friend of mine had a Hatton's Class 66. He was breaking for bits, so I've had to purloin some bits off him, and I've got it running, and I've also re-weathered it as well, so we'll have a look at that as well. And also we'll be doing a bit of Project Demelza Part 3. Now that's going to be weathering, so we've got a very, very, very busy afternoon ahead of us. So what we'll do first, we'll have a quick look at the Biffa, we'll have a look at 66789, then we'll do the review of the brand new tooling Bachmann Class 37. Sorry, but I just realised there is a glove puppet laying at the bottom of the stairs, and it's only a matter of time before she finds it and wonder what the hell it is. Well, we better move on. Before we carry on, we've got to say a big thank you to all those who enjoyed the last video when I was talking about my granddad, Puffin Billy Beeston. His picture of Oliver Cromwell is there. There was lots of interest in my granddad, and lots of you enjoyed the story. So thank you for that. I got some lovely comments on YouTube and on the Facebook page paying tribute to Granddad. As I said, if it wasn't for Granddad, I wouldn't have done what I've done in the past and today. That this wouldn't be here. Someone asked me how I got into railways. I come from a railway family. So not only did you have Puffin Billy Beeston, my granddad, you had Uncle Harold, i.e. Harold Road. My Uncle George worked on the railway as well. So I was born into kind of a railway family. And where I live in Norwich, I'm literally 3 minutes away from Marriott's Way, which is the former Midland and Great Northern Joint Railway. So I can literally walk out of my house, go across the road and walk a disused railway line for 26 miles. So as a child, I spent my life around railways, and then obviously as you grow up you get your train sets, and then as you grow older you then work on the real railway yourself. So and I've never really looked back. So I'm always said never, what's the word I'm looking for, hide your passions. Lots of people who are into hobbies, they hide them, they don't let anyone know. So if someone's into golf or into fishing, they keep it quiet. I know some people who are closet train enthusiasts and they don't tell anyone. Me personally, everyone knows who I am. So when they see me on here, they know I'm John from Harold Road. They know I like model trains and real trains. They know I stand on the end of a platform. Not taking numbers as such, but I just sometimes I'll just go somewhere. If you've watched some of the YouTube channels, you've seen I went to Peterborough, I've been to Towton, I've been to March, went to Westerfield in Suffolk. Just go out for a day, just watch the trains. Trains are in my blood, model and real. As simple as that. Never hide who you are. Be true to yourself, and people will respect you. Just don't hide from it all. Anyway, shall we get on and have a look at some of these new toys? Have a look at 66789 and then 66783. Let's move on. So firstly, let's have a look at some of these. This is the new toy that came this week. Well, I say new toy, it's actually second-hand. It's a Hatton's Class 66 and it's 66783, the Flying Dustman. I got this from Ellis Clark Trains, second-hand, and one end the lights didn't work. I don't know if that was done in transit or whatever. It doesn't really bother me. I took the body off, found a loose yellow wire and just reattached it, and it's all fine. I don't think the model's ever actually been run, to be fair with you. It's extremely clean. It's been detailed at one end. I'll keep it like that, and there's a tension hook at the other. It's a pretty model, isn't it? I did have the Bachmann model, I will say, but I was never happy with the Bachmann model. But this one, yeah, very, very impressed. So I shall put this in the queue for weathering very shortly. Now above that is another Hatton's Class 66, and this is 66789. Now, as I stated in the intro, this one had a little bit of a fall off the weathering turntable, and various bits broke off it, and I've had to repair it up this week. So, and then I've re-weathered it. It's all working perfectly now. All the parts, etc., that were missing have been replaced. There were little bits like these little things here that hang off. I think I had a sanding box, and I've replaced all the bits that needed replacing. And then obviously I re-weathered it this week, and here it is ready for service. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. A nice little bit of re-weathering and a little bit of a repair. I was just going to leave it in its box and not worry about it, but you know, once I got some bits on it, absolutely fine. And it's a nice livery, isn't it? And plus the fact I had bought Biffa as well, so these two together, celebrity kind of liveries, aren't they? So there you go. That's two. Well, that's a new purchase there, and that's a reweather and repair. So those two are now joining the fleet. Someone actually asked me a minute ago, what's that? Is it some kind of toy or something from Star Trek? No, it's actually a Hoover. I can prove it's a Hoover. Yeah, there you go. I can't prove it's a Hoover because it's not plugged in. All right, Hoover. It's not what. It's not something. It does look like something rude, but I can assure you it is a Hoover and nothing else. All right. You look at such filthy minds. Just because there's an entrance there doesn't mean it's something filthy. All right. Anyway, shall we move on and get on? No wonder nobody wants to sponsor me. But then again, it's you lot. It's you lot thinking something is dirty. It's not. It's just a Hoover. But you can get, this is a Rolson Hoover, by the way. It's a Rolson Hoover you can get, and it's cordless. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing filthy going on. Anyway, shall we move on? Yes, I think we should. Let's get on, and I'm so excited, and review the new Bachmann tooling, Class 37. Right, here we go. I've been waiting since Tuesday with this box. Literally, all I've done is look through there. This is the new tooling, Class 37 from Bachmann. For your information, there you go. There's the product code and what it is. Yeah, it's Plux 22 DCC, whatever that means. Anyway, whoa, right, so I'm quite excited about this. I'm just going to move my chair. Yeah, 37175, it's got the Colas diamonds as well. I'm just looking through the box there. You can clearly see this is something totally new, isn't it? Looks good. So let's go for it. They've also changed the packaging a little bit. Look, yeah, that's a bit different, isn't it? This bit's the same, and you've got all the information on the back there. Bachmann.co.uk, and a history of the Class 37, and obviously some information about this loco itself. So, oh, my hands are trembling a little bit. Here we go. This is the first time I've done this, so it's not changed at all with the packaging. Oh, there you go. It's still in. Oh, look at that. It's still in an. Oh, wow. Sorry, I'm seeing some really interesting detailing. This is on par with the Accurascale, surely. Wow, look. Right, so without further ado, let's stop messing around and let's get it out of the box. No foam, unfortunately. It's quite tight. Oh, it's quite tight. It's quite tight in there. It's making lots of noises, isn't it? And they're not me making those strange noises. You've got a information pamphlet in the back. Your Class 37 diesel locomotive owner's information, how to fit all your bits and pieces. You've got lots of exploded diagrams. Oh dear, snowplows still connect to the bogie. No, they are not connected to the bogie. There you go. How to fit your multi-working sockets, air pipes, vac pipes. We've got ETS. Oh, this is it. Locos with a cut valance. And then we've got all this extra detailing. Look, you've got a chassis pipe. You've got sanding pipes. Wow. You've got a chassis pipe detail, tank feed pipe, and more sanding pipes. And then you've also got bogie retention clips. Good lord, there's a lot going on. This is totally brand new. Lighting features and switches. How to remove, obviously, the body, I should imagine. Oh, DCC, decoder and sound. Yeah, I'm not going into that. That's for all you people who are into DCC. Me, I'm not. Actually, someone actually said, Cav and Alex from Cavalex actually said I should move with the times. Cheeky bug. I'm only joking. Right, so we're going to remove the outer packaging from the icebox. So we've got detail and we've got detail. Totally, this is totally different. You've got. Look at all this, eh? Look at all that. There's all sorts of things in there. Air pipe brands. And, oh, this is what we like. Proper pipes. Proper pipes. And all these little details are in there. That's cool. So let's go for the big reveal. Oh yes. Oh, no one's glued that one down. Thanks, Rails of shit. Rails of Sheffield. You don't do what Roxley models do to me and glue things. Oh my, glue things down. No, there is some weight. There is some weight in that. Holy Toledo! Oh, sorry, I nearly swore then. I had to change. Right, we're going to have to get this onto the weathering turntable. There is, wow, there is so much detail on this. So I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to pause you, and then we'll get this on the weathering turntable. Okay, I am absolutely blown away by this. As I said before, we're on par with Accurascale here. This has totally been redone. We've got superb bogie detailing. We've got handbrake chains. Look at the detailing here. I know my finger's in the way. Speedo cable. You've got so much detail going on here. This is totally new, isn't it? You look at the fine wire handrails here, and you've even got a door handle. Wow. I was not expecting this. I mean, I knew it was new tooling, but this is incredible. So let's take a quick look at the front end. There she is, 3/4 view. We've obviously got the sprung buffers there. Look at that nose detailing there. Wow. This, as I say, this is totally new. £159. So this is actually cheaper than an Accurascale version. So I wonder how this is going to run. This is what we're looking forward to. I'll just give it a quick spin round. I'll just move it away from my matte varnish. There you go. Look at the roof. Look at that fine mesh there. It is plastic, I think, but still, that is awesome. I mean, look at this detailing. I don't think they're separately fitted handrails, but they're definitely handrails there. And horns at each end. Yeah, this is totally new. It looks so fresh, doesn't it? I don't know if there's even cab detailing. Okay, not on par with Accurascale. I don't think the cab light dials and everything will light up, but I'm just saying to myself, this is a very fine looking locomotive model, I should say. Yeah, I'm extremely impressed. I was, when you see something for 159 quid and it says new tooling, you think, well, it ain't gonna be that good. But yeah, let's getting close to these bogies there. Wow, look at all the printed detailing there as well. Even the body side grills look totally new. This has totally been sorted out. What's in there? Is that detailing, or is that part? I don't know. Yeah. I'm not often lost for words, and sometimes I am, and I might say to myself, "My God, that is awesome." But this is definitely worth every penny of that 159 quid. Look at that. Right, so let's get it on the back straight and let's see how this performs. Right, so here we are. I've just placed 37175 onto the track here, opposite Junction Road TMD. I've not run this model as yet. It's fresh from the box. It's not been run in at all. So let's see how this brand new tooling, Class 37 from Bachmann, crawls first. We'll just up the ante a little bit. Okay, there's a tiny little stutter there. But obviously, as you know, this thing isn't running yet. We'll try that again the other way, pretending that the signal's changed. Here we go. I think once it's run in, I think it'll be absolutely fine. There is absolutely no noise from this apart from it going over the fish plates. No humming, no buzzing. Virtually silent. Yeah, it started with a little bit of hesitancy, but it seems to be settling down already. There you go. So this is fresh from the box. It's not had its half hour each way running yet, and I think I just looked at the lights. It looked like the lights came on almost immediately. Ooh, let's have a quick look. Okay, let's have a look at the lights. Okay, I'm going to go in a little bit closer there. Let's have a look at these lights. I think they're almost on immediately. Here we go. So the marker lights are lit up. The high density headlight isn't lit up though. Tail lights are working, you can see. Let's see how fast it has to be for the high density headlight to work. 20 miles an hour. Yeah, let's compare that. Let's get it centered. Let's compare that with an older Bachmann Class 37. So guys and girls, glove puppets and whatever you want to be, we've got two Bachmann Class 37s on the main line, opposite Junction Road TMD. On the left hand side is the brand new tooling from Bachmann. On the right hand side is an older version. What are we saying, 10 years old? Someone will put me right. You can clearly see there is massive differences if you look hard enough. The loco on the left it's been totally changed. It's on par with an Accurascale. I feel like getting an Accurascale Class 37 out in a moment and having a look at them both. But the reason I want to do this is I want to see how the lights work. Because on the older Class 37s from Bachmann, you had lights almost immediately. So let's just check that. I'm going to move 37421 on the right hand side, a little bit of juice. And you've got lights straight away. So if you're a DC modeler, this is perfect because your loco, it is moving, can crawl, and you have all your lights. All right. So Bachmann, with the older models, got it perfectly right for DC modelers for their lighting system. We can clearly see this thing is moving very, very, very slowly. All right. So I like that, even though the model is older. So let me just pop this back out of the way. And let's have a look at the brand new tooling Class 37s and have a look at the lights on this. Can it shunt with lights? So the marker lights are on, but the high density headlight is not on. Okay, and it's just stuttered there because it's not been running. All right, so we're not going to worry about, oh, this is conked out. It hasn't conked out. It's not running. So there we go. So a little bit more juice. So it has to be going a lot faster for your lights to be on. I'm just going to recenter it, but the tail lights are nice and bright. There we go. So yes, lighting wise for DC modelers, the older Bachmann Class 37 is okay and better for your shunting around yards, etc. and sidings. But I do like the fact that the new Class 37 has got decent tail lights. Okay, and it's a lot smoother. It's a lot smoother. And whereas the older one, you can tell that one's running, can't you? Again, that's smooth. So, shall we take a look at an Accurascale Class 37? Maybe we should. So I've just taken my brand new 37116. This is an Accurascale model, and to be fair with you, I'm not joking. There isn't a great deal of difference between the two. I think the bogey steps are probably a bit more refined on the Accurascale model. Let's just move that out of the way and have a look at the Bachmann. There you go. So that's the new Bachmann model. I don't know. It's very hard to. Yeah, it's very hard to tell them apart. I'm going to be honest. What do you guys think? I mean, are Bachmann trying to, compete with Accurascale here with the detailing? I tell you what, there's not much in it, is there? Not much in it at all. So let's just set up the lights on the Accurascale and see how they fare alongside the Bachmann. Right, let's, again, 37116, the Accurascale model, has never been out of its box either. So this is brand new as well as the Bachmann. So let's do a crawl test on the new Accurascale model. We have no lights at all. There you go. They're starting to come on. But like the Bachmann model, virtually silent. Do you know what? I'm going to be totally honest with you. It's very, very hard to say which one is which. If you were to say to me the loco on the left-hand side is a brand new Accurascale Class 37, I'd probably believe you, to be honest with you. But the lights are still kind of letting the DC modeler down a little bit. If you got an older Bachmann Class 37, then you're laughing, because the lights come on almost immediately. But yeah, there is not much difference between these two models. So while we're here, we've looked at an older Bachmann Class 37, and we can tell that you know, this is a major upgrade. So beside it, we've still got the Accurascale Class 37. This is 37116. Now I'm finding it extremely difficult to tell these two apart. It's almost the same detailing. Separately fitted wire handrails, the bogie detailing, the roofs are slightly different because the horns are in the nose here, so obviously on this one they're on the roof. The only difference I can see is the body side grills. On the Accurascale, they're quite prominent. On the new Bachmann loco, they're slightly recessed. They're not so prominent. If you get my meaning. That's the only thing. Oh, sorry about this. Terrible camera work, and we're all gone blurry. Bear with. We're back. Sorry about that. We all went blurry. Yeah, the only difference I can see are these grills. The new Bachmann one seems more refined, and these are thicker on the Accurascale. Apart from that, can you see any obvious differences? Because I can't. I think, you know, these boys are competing with each other now, and I really cannot tell much between the two.